Hello, fellow robots out there in Internet Land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide, Season 2, here on the TekTopia Town server. Guys, if you want to join me, look in the description. All the information you need is right down there. You can join this server where there are quite a few people online right now. You can see it's a very active server. If you want to play with me, come on over. But I digress. Anyway, it's actually been a bit since I recorded on here. Blacksmiths. It's been a while since I recorded on here because I've been working on some pretty major projects on my Let's Play series, but I'm not going to spoil those because I'm not sure in the order they're going to come out compared to this episode. So, if you're interested in some, vanilla survival Minecraft, go ahead and check it out. Wow, what the heck was going on there? But anyway, I have done quite a bit though, even in between episodes with all that other shenanigans going on in my Let's Play series. I have finished up all of these homes on the ground floor of our primary structure. So we've got, what is that, 16 homes total, but only 5 are occupied. So 11 are still ready to go. In total, we should be able to get 96 villagers in here, and we only have 30 currently, which is great. My problem is with hearts. I've got 11 right now, but I really feel like I need more. And the reason why I don't think I'm getting them is because I have quite a few unhappy villagers. And it happens from time to time. Normally, I don't need to do, some more advanced things this early on, but we are going to build a tavern today. And I think it's going to go right in here. Normally, I can get by without having to do it, but my miners specifically are just very, very sad. They're always moping around, and, it doesn't, depress the other villagers, but it depresses me seeing them so sad. So I really wanted to work on the druid, but the tavern's taking priority. The reason the druid is so amazing is because he does so much. The druid will regrow all of our crops, all of our trees, and our mines underground. He is an all-around amazing villager to have in your village. But like I said, the tavern needs to take precedence right now. But despite that, I wanted to make sure my miners specifically had everything they needed for a little bit until I could get a druid. So I did a thing. That thing involves a beacon and lots of picks. And honestly, you know what? Let me just show you. Let me show you what I've done. Be right back. Sorry about the nighttime recording, guys, but on this server with so many people online and with no single player sleep, stuff happens to where you need to record when there isn't a lot of light out. So this is our gravel kind of resource biome where players can come, get all the gravel they need, and it's specifically marked out so that nobody builds here and we can just get amazing amounts of gravel. But I'm not using it for that. You might have seen it a second ago, and there it is now. And there's my beacon. I set up a beacon in the Extreme Hills biome because, I wanted to get lots of ores to include emeralds because why not? If we're going to dig, we might as well get as many things as possible. Oh, that was some weird lag. Let's, fly? Fly, please don't die. Yes, okay, here we go. No. I took a beacon, mostly made out of emeralds, because I didn't have a lot of iron, and I dug out a nice room that's pretty much beacon length. I think it goes all the way to the beacon extent, and yeah, I was busy. I just kind of started watching some videos, started, digging to my heart's content, and I have a lot of stuff, so that's not it. That's not it either. So there we go. There's a ton of iron in here now. I think my villagers probably have about that much iron right now. So adding this to the mines will be great. And then we have all these diamonds to add in, all the redstone. I'm probably going to take these emeralds and just fortune them myself because it's more beneficial in the long run. But then we have a ton of coal as well. A bit more gold. That's not a lot though. Like that right there is 1 days of trading, which is okay, but that's going to get us about 60 emeralds right there with just that much gold. And did get quite a bit of slime. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it right now, but we'll see what our future, has in store for us. I'm going to take these. I'm going to take down our beacon, because I don't want it getting jacked, because, yeah, this is my beacon. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep all these emeralds, take them back, and we're going to use them to purchase more villagers. So let me take this down, and I'll be back at our base in a moment. I've made it back to base, and I have filled these 11 mine shafts all the way to the village border, not world border, village border, with ore. So lots and lots of ores for our guys to get. Mostly iron. I think all this side is entirely iron, and this is, like, really what I need. I think I have 28 iron ingots last time I checked up in my storage up top. And we did end up with a few extra, just because, yeah, we only had 11 mine shafts. So, yeah, we gotta wait for those things to happen. I also have a couple nitwits roaming around. I'm probably gonna turn them all into farmers right now, but I don't have the hose in storage, so I gotta manipulate the blacksmiths a little bit more before we do all that. And I may make a bard this episode. I haven't decided yet, but I've prepped our soon-to-be tavern. I've gotten rid of the sand floor. So this is like a subfloor. I don't know what kind of design I'm going to go with now, but it's a nice big space. I should be able to fit quite a few chairs in here for our villagers. And one unique thing about the tavern is that it doesn't suffer the overcrowding penalty that other structures suffer. Normally, you need 12 blocks per villager. If you were at the maximum threshold and another villager entered, he would get sad. And the tavern's a place of happiness, so that doesn't happen in here, which is great for us. So I'm gonna do a bit of building, put some stuff down, yeah, and I'll be back once I've got some stuff to show you guys. So it is another night in our village of Sandonia, and I just finished checking all of our villagers' happiness, and most of our villagers are pretty decent. Our miners, though, for some reason, they just are not in a happy place right now. They range from literally one happiness, some dude over there, to 48, but most of them are in their like teens or 20s. So hopefully this tavern I have built will help out greatly. Now, I had this idea to kind of make this place as dark as possible. It didn't work out too well, mostly because of the walls. That's a shared wall. This wall out here is the same wall as in our hallway, so I really couldn't change it. I could probably make it a bit darker, but I don't think it would really work out too well. Honestly, the thing I like the most about this thing is kind of this circular bar around here. I got to decorate it a little bit more. I want to get some more brewing stands. Potion stands? What are these called? I don't even know anymore. Brewing stand. That's it. I don't use them very often, guys. They're decoration. That's really it. Decoration. Um, yeah, I had this idea for this. I wish it turned out a bit better, but I was a little bit confined by space. There wasn't much room to work. But we were able to fit 108 chairs in here, which will be great. This should be able to support a population vastly greater than what we currently have. So this will last us a very, very long time. And then I opened up this kind of outside bit here, and eventually we'll have our kitchen in here. If you think kind of, if you're role-playing a bit, I'm not, but if you were, kitchen behind the bar, feed the people, and yeah, that makes sense in my brain. Oh, I broke it. But now we need to see if this works. I currently have 6 hearts left up top in our little kind of storage up there. And hopefully this will help with our happiness issue. It'll make them a little bit more productive in the heart thing. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to AFK for a little bit, let our kind of stocks inside our storage fill up, as well as the happiness of our villagers fill up. And we'll see if we need a bard once we are done. So I wanted to show you guys just how popular this place has become. This is just the first night with my tavern being activated, and about half my village currently is here. We have 42 villagers total, and I think I just counted 23 of them were in here, which is pretty fantastic. But I'm going to keep an eye on this one. She came in here, and she was at 10 happiness, and she's already up to 16. So I kind of want to see, by the time she leaves, what she gets up to, because I've never really tested how beneficial a tavern can be without a bard, because it was just something that never really crossed my mind. But for some of you, it might be a thing that you're forced to do. I can afford a bard right now. I'm just not sure if I need one, but for some of you, you won't be able to. So we're gonna watch her and see what she looks like when she kind of leaves for the night and goes to bed. So our nitwit has finally decided to leave the tavern for the night, and she is leaving with a nice 36 happiness, which is not that great, but in the grand scheme, it's pretty good. She entered the tavern with 10. She's leaving with 36. She might gain a bit more when she wakes up in the morning, which is nice. And after a couple more days, she should be back up to a, somewhere hopefully in the 80s level, which is going to help with our heart production. Now, I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer. Hopefully, our average happiness goes up quite a bit. But I am thinking I'm going to do a bard. Now, generally speaking, a bard is a very, very fickle villager. His mechanics are very interesting. Oh, our tavern is completely empty. So she must have left because it was time to go to bed. But the bard, the way he gains happiness is very specific, so I am gonna get one right now. Hopefully it works out for us. But I'll explain his mechanics when I come back after a couple in-game days to show you his uniqueness. Let's call it that, uniqueness. So this is going to be a bit of a random clip. It's more for my own personal edification than anything else, but I placed a couple more children down, and I got a Cashmere, and where'd he go? Where is he? I got a Shalabim, so my good friends Cash and Sham Shalabim, who we just call Sham because he's got a really long name, are now members of my village. I'm still missing quite a bit. Those were our first two of our, kind of base mates, my friends who were helping me out. And the elusive Sobertron is yet to be found. But yeah, I just needed to show you guys that because I needed to do a shout out to my friends because they're awesome and they are amazing. And yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I'll be back in a bit. So I went ahead and got a bard off camera, and I actually converted our good friend Cash into our village bard. Now the bard has really only two functions, and that's what she's doing right now, which is performing in the village, and then she has perform in tavern. So the way the perform in village works is throughout the day, your bard's going to wander around, periodically he's going to stop, play a quick song, and our villagers within range, which is 16 blocks, will be affected by this. So every 2 seconds, each villager that's within range has a 12.5% chance to gain 1 happiness, which is nice. And then when the song is over, there is a 50% chance that the villagers within range will gain an additional 2 to 3 happiness. Now, there are some pros and cons to this. A lot of people will get a bard very early in the game because they know that they will boost your village happiness. However, if you have a very small population, this could actually be to your detriment. If the villagers within range don't gain more than 3 happiness, the bard's actually going to lose 5. The positive to it is if you have a lot of villagers, or at least a concentration of villagers, like we have inside our farmland and inside our storage usually, the bard will gain happiness, going down to the mines, the bard will gain happiness equal to the total amount of happiness gained, which is awesome. So your bard can really benefit your villagers, but if there's not a lot, you can actually be working to detriment yourself and to your bard. I'm going to wait till nighttime. It's almost there. We'll go into our tavern, and I will show the next part of their AI and explain some of that math. But I'm looking at our cropland right now, and I need to expand this very, very soon. I went a little farmer crazy to plan for some future episodes, and yeah, I don't think I have enough farmland right now. But yeah, we'll take care of that another time. It is now nighttime, and our bard is playing to some jolly patrons of our tavern. So let me go over their perform in tavern. This only happens at night. She will only come in here when the villagers are present. I think there needs to be more than 2 villagers present for the bard to even play a song. So similarly, she's going to play a song, but it's going to be a much longer song. And all villagers within the tavern will be affected by this. So every 2 seconds, there is it's a reduced chance to gain happiness. It's actually only 1 in 16 chance, so that's like 6.25%. So there's a 6.25% every 2 seconds that our villagers will gain between 1 and 3 happiness. Now, when the song is over, there is another 50% chance that all the villagers inside will gain between 3 and 5 happiness, which is nice. Similarly to when they perform in the village, though, if our villagers collectively gain 8 or less happiness, our bard's going to lose 5. And then the bard in this situation will only gain half the amount of happiness that all the villagers collectively get. So if collectively we get 16 happiness in here, the bard will gain 8 versus performing in the village where they will actually gain the full happiness. And this is done because your village or your tavern specifically can hold a lot of villagers in theory. So it would be a little bit OP if she gained all the happiness that all the villagers got. Now, in theory, we should be able to place a note block down. This one just might be outside the path, so let's try replacing it. And the bard should theoretically just kind of stand around this area. I know she was standing over there earlier, but I'm pretty sure it's because that note block was inside here. But I think I'm gonna call it quits here today, guys. Hope you liked today's episode. I got the tavern a lot earlier than I generally would do, and that I generally recommend. And this was a very unique situation because our miners were very unhappy. Lag. Wow! that was cool. Very unique situation, mostly due to our miners being very upset and unhappy. But they have started producing, some more hearts for us to, populate our village a bit more. But yeah, I hope you guys liked today's episode. Tavern's fun, Bard is great, and our good friend Cash is now our Bard. If you liked today's episode, guys, go ahead and leave a like. And if you really enjoyed it, go ahead and consider subscribing. I have lots more to come, and make sure you check out my Let's Play series. I'm pushing more and more videos out there every week, so if you enjoy vanilla survival Minecraft and enjoy crazy builds, that's what we do there. Until next time, guys, have a good one.